I've had the pleasure of working on this production once before, and my friend Charlotte Aline, she wrote the play, and I read it and I thought, are you kidding me? Of course I want to do this, because as you said, you know, there aren't a lot of good young women roles out there. And in my case, for Lily, she's hilarious. She doesn't always mean to be. A lot of times we'll see that kind of stereotypical Valley girl, millennial, and she doesn't have much to her. But I think this play allows that to sort of open up a bit. And I think with Lily, it's about her trying to figure out how much of that intelligence she gives away and how much she refrains because she thinks it makes her nerdy. And I think the whole play kind of plays with how much you can give away of your real self.
For me, I think the joy is finding the similarities between these three very different women and the way that even the ones who feel the polar opposite are in many ways aligned. And that at heart, what we all want is the same, no matter if we're getting it at knife point or through gossip.
Cersei wants to take matters into her own hand, and she wants power for herself. She aspires to be a witch, so but she kind of pulls from a lot of different sources to like create her own kind of religion rather than ascribing to one. The greatest challenge besides a language challenge, which if you see the show you'll know when it comes out, is probably just the level that Cersei is at all times. She's kind of at an 11 at any given moment. And as that's exciting, but it's also, you know, you have to find the levels within that so that it's not just exhausting for everyone. She's pretty unabashedly nerdy, but it's not, I think usually when you see those kinds of characters, they tend to be shy or ashamed, and she is not either of those things. She is very strong, very intimidating, and very proud.
Finding the physicality has been a challenge, but a really interesting one, and we brought in a brilliant choreographer that is really playing with and upping our game that way.
There are other layers to Lily in her arc that aren't your typical things that you might see in a play every day, and it requires a lot of physicality from me. And so I think trying to find the layers of how Lily goes from point A to point B. And it's interesting too, because we've been finding a lot of similarities between Cersei and Lily. And so we both consider ourselves to be fierce feminists, but we may have different ideas of what that means. And I think that we both look down on each other for our different approaches. But it's so interesting because in the end we both are trying to discover something bigger than ourselves and what we're meant to do.
Really a story about female friendships and identity, you know, figuring out what you want to do after college and who you want to be.
Overall, I think it's a really fun show.
Yeah, it's fun to be doing spells and brewing things and wholeheartedly launching yourself into magic.
Sassy, funny, heartfelt.
No, you should come. It's actually funny. Please come see it.